Finish off week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This is swung out to Ekeler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Austin Ekeler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Herbert off of play action. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. From the 50, here's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Ekeler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd.
Herbert now. He'll get this out wide to Ekeler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Ekeler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And Henry Ruggs was the first wide receiver taken in the draft a year ago, and he absolutely fit the Raiders' profile of speed, speed, speed. Didn't have the immediate impact that they had hoped, just 26 catches. Hoping to up his game in 2021. He makes a nice catch there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Carr. It's complete to Snead. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Carr going to throw. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will set up shot all midfield at the 50-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
At the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to let it go, end zone for Allen. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert,
We saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Now Carr.
They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Caught out right by Renfro. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return comes Drake.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw his Carr. Eluding the pressure right.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Herbert on 3rd down now.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw there complete to Ruggs.
Not much there, only a yard.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Carr now to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. On the return comes Drake.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down. and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. But we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is Hill. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Running on first down, Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got him in, complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
touchdown.
Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
21. Raiders 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Hill. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Herbert now. Right side caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 5, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Justin Jones there on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Carr. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jacobs again.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
That was a huge play on third down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
Herbert off of play action. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Chargers on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we have a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Here's a diving catch right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Now a toss play to Eckler. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. Shifts by him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout called. His kick is good. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular